Welcome, everyone. My name is Daoura. Um, it's actually really great to be here today because it's been 18 months since I've been on stage or actually went anywhere with so many people here today. So thank you all for coming here. It's a great accomplishment for everyone to finally be over. At least, hopefully, we feel like it's over, this pandemic. So anyway, today I'm here because, as Roman said, we're really good friends, and we've had many opportunities together to work together on IoT. And he said, why don't you just come up here and present about something? And I had no clue, And he said, why don't you do about scaling, because you've done it before. And that is true. However, I'm still learning. Everyone's, goes through different phases of starting a company. And you still learn, but I would love to, come up, just try to provide some feedback, at least, over the last few years. Anyone start a business over here? Show hands, or interested in starting a business? Okay, great. So it's all about scaling from day one. However, wow, this is pretty bad, but imagine what it says is day zero, validate your idea. So what really it's all about is before you start your idea, you start your business, you got to understand that you need to scale. What that means is you have to look all the way in the future. What is the number one goal? What's the biggest thing you want to accomplish? Where do you want to get to? Does this idea get me there? Am I really good at this idea? Am I proficient at what I do? And can I scale this business? Because at the end of the day, you want to scale. You don't want to just think, in the next 6 months. You want to think at the end, the exit. In order to exit, you need to scale. So, one of my friends came to me recently. Are there any salespeople in this room? Salespeople? No? Yeah, a couple hands? Okay. So, sales guy sells cars, sells insurance, sells warranty for cars. And he came to me and he said, I'm doing great. I'm making so much money, but I feel like I've reached a ceiling. I can't go further. I need to scale. I need to do my own thing. What do? I'm just, depressed, and I hate my job, but I make good money, but I just can't leave. And so I asked, how do you scale? How do you scale yourself? So JT said, maybe make videos of yourself. Go online, make a subscription platform so that you can scale. Now, it's not only regional, but it's maybe the whole country. Maybe it's worldwide. So when you want to scale, you want to plan for success. What that means is you always think ahead. You always think far, far in advance. And one of the biggest things, do you guys go to the gym? I actually went today for the first time in 2 years. I'm really sore. What is the number one thing you do when you go to the gym? Okay, you set goals, right? You set goals. I want to do 10 reps 3 times. This is my goal. You're like, number 9, just one more, So you got to set goals. Number 1 is goals. So if you want to scale your business, you got to have goals. And you got to strive to that goal. And the biggest thing to do that is to scale, you got to enroll people. You got to enroll your teammates, everyone that's working with you, they got to have that same goal. Maybe every day it's not the same. But overall, it's the same goal. It's the same mission. You pivot sometimes, but you got to have that same mission. And that kind of goes around with focus again. So if you have that goal, and sometimes you run out of money, you can't pay your payroll, right? What do? You just think of that goal. You go out, you find family and friends. You go get investors enrolled. You get people enrolled. Even your team members, sometimes you'll skip a month payment, but they're enrolled in that same goal. And you don't pivot all the time. You don't just have defocus. You got to focus on what you're doing, because that's going to get you where you want to go, which is scale. Scale, and then worldwide, scale throughout your business. And one of the things you can do, actually I was at the post office not too long ago, and I saw this guy, this gentleman, had several boxes. It was shipping to Amazon. I asked him, what do you do? He's like, I sell this gadget thing. I started buying it from Alibaba, and I started making it my own. And I asked, well, do you mind if I ask how much do you sell? What are your revenues, on a yearly basis? He said, $12 million. I said, okay, wow, how big is your team? One. Only one person selling $12 million a year in revenue, and it's not even at the end of the year, it was last month. And he's using tools. I said, how do you do it? He said, I'm using tools. It's really hard. It's really, really effing hard. It's not easy, but he's using tools, and I don't have to deal with people. This guy doesn't like to deal with people, I guess, But the point of it is that you have so many tools. Okay, yeah, you have to pay for subscriptions, this and that, but it's easier, it's better sometimes in the beginning to use tools for your own advantage. JT, you remember Tom. You know Tom. We work with him every day. He's a one-man person, but he's sold maybe 50 million in 1 year because he uses tools. So you want to scale your business, use what's out there for your own advantage. Tools, enroll people into that goal, that one goal. And it's hard. It's not easy, but you get there. So the end dream is exit. It could be family business. That's okay. That's your exit plan. You want to hand it down to your kids. That's okay. You want to go public. IPO. You get to sell some of your shares. That's an exit. You sell a business strategically to another business like Deutsche Telekom. I'm sure they'd be interested in some companies. And I'm sure they acquire every year. So anyway, you always have to have that exit in plan, because if you try and strategize to scale your business, that's really what it's all about. You want to scale it, grow so big to exit. By the way, Mano, I have Pulte. I'm using Pulte as well. We do trackers. Pebblebee is our company. And we track pets. We help bring pets back home. We also track keys, backpacks, etc. Our mission is peace of mind, giving people peace of mind. And we've scaled quite a bit. We've sold several million so far. And we have a lot of goals still to achieve. And so that's why I said in the beginning, I'm still learning. But we do use Pulte, and it's a great product. Good choice. And GPS, of course, at the same time. But yeah, we do both, Anyway, thank you all. Appreciate the opportunity here today.